Okay, with a minute to go, we've got the front row people already arriving and slowing down. It seems a little bit early to me, but sometimes it's necessary, although there's plenty of room between Blue Jay and the committee boat right now. So these boats, some of these boats are going to have good starts, and some of them will not, because there isn't room for more than about 5 boats in that spot, and there are 10 boats gathered in this space. Well, one of the first ones to arrive is John Dexter, 3525, so they will be on time. Also, John Power should be getting going here. They're going to be late if they keep roughing that jib. Malcolm's trying to barge in, and we'll make it. They should be at full speed going in there. Boats are a little bit slow, and one boat's over down at the other end, a white boat. That's a race class that's over early down there near the Spirit of Boston. Boy, the Spirit's got a good view. And Fred Baker is now luffing his sails. I wonder if Malcolm's going to be able to cross. Well, Fred tacks anyway, so Malcolm makes it across. Meanwhile, John Power just keeps on going. John was about, 6 feet late. All right, so there's Malcolm and Windward both there, and they've got 3 guys hiking. And I can see Malcolm, but the trimmer is way inside the boat. Whoever that is should be further to windward, keeping the boat flatter. Here's the Sorcerer going pretty well. They also have 3 hiking. And we still have some boats going left, and otherwise boats scattered all over the place. John Power tacks on a lefty, looking good on port tack under the cranes. Meanwhile, Wasabi keeps on going there. It's Bob Perry with a similar strategy to race 1. Well, Dave Bryant got ahead a little bit on starboard and may still be leading. Yes, Bob Perry is slacking sheets to dip, and Franzel may have to do the same. Franzel is doing exactly that, bearing off the dip, and that should put Franzel in a position where he can tack underneath the green boat and be second at this mark. And here is your leader, Dave Bryant. And team just rounding the weather mark. Pole's going up. Halyard's not up yet, and they're already past the offset mark. There comes the halyard. There's Franzel just rounded one of the gate marks in a close second behind Dave Bryant. Bryant rounded the port mark and took off to the right. Franzel bashes through our wake okay. A little luffing match over there with the race class on the inside of the boat that runs ahead of them. And there's a potential collision down there. Somehow the boats aren't hitting, although it looks like it should be. There's an orange spinnaker that should be down, but it's not. There's a boat they don't quite have. Fred Baker is making a bit of a comeback there. Fred did really well in the first race, in fact, won it. And there he is. And also Fred had the problem with the upper jib luffing. It still appears to be luffing a little bit, but not as much. Here's the ley line. You can see Dave Bryant like to stand up and kind of telescope his tacks a little bit. And, they overstood. Here's the mark. But that's all right. They got a big lead. And it is Dave Franzel holding off Bob Perry for second. Third place, Bob Perry just running behind Franzel. The spinnaker is up and drawing. And Perry's spinnaker was up pretty quickly. Lots of boats now tacking in for this mark. This is the battle for 4th. That's the Sorcerer. Russ Hancock in 4th. Fred Baker's moved all the way up to 5th now. Remember, he was pinned out by, or he was covered by Malcolm on the first leg. John Power is dropped to 6th, although it's pretty close to where he was before he rounded the wrong mark. There's the race class in 7th, but remember they're OCS. Whatever happened to Malcolm after that bad douse? It's got to be one of these 3 boats. 109 is Darren Bradford. Here's the underhanded John Dexter. Just shooting the mark now is Jonathan Austin. Their best race of the day so far. Adam Berry next. This is Malcolm just running now. Maine hasn't gone out yet. There it goes. Well, leaders are now spread out. Dave Bryant will easily win the race. Dave Franzel is just in 2nd. Bob Perry is just in 3rd. And a long way back before we get to, I think it might be Fred Baker in 4th. All right, this is Franzel's Lord Mark rounding. Jib is late, no one's on it. So Franzel goes a little bit above close hauled to help the jib trimmer get it in. And now, despite being a tiny bit late, it's all the way in snug. They're going well. Crew members just finishing, putting some lines away. They're getting ready to hike. They only have 4 on that boat. This will be their 2nd deuce. So they'll be leading the day by 1 point over Dave Bryant after race 2. See how a 3-person crew gets the spinnaker down. They're running out of, they got the jib up, but they're running out of time here. Get the chute down. Well, we're in a lull, so they'll be all right. In fact, it's a pretty big lull. They're also rounding by themselves. There's a group of boats rounding the other gate mark. And these guys should be able to get out on the rail pretty quickly. Although no one's on the rail now, but again, we're in a lull. So it worked out well. Malcolm didn't have their chute down on the previous rounding. Now it's down. So we're expecting much better rounding here. And there's breeze on the right. So these 4 boats that rounded the port gate mark could be looking good. Or better than they were relative to John Dexter, who rounded the other mark. Okay, there's the righty. And Malcolm's the 2nd one attacking it out of that group. Meanwhile, here's John Dexter suffering to get over to it. Not sure he's going to have that group. Now he's pinching to get over a starboard boat coming downwind.